Being ghosted can be incredibly painful and heart-wrenching. It leaves you feeling confused, angry. You have no idea what happened. You were texting, you were planning dates, you were spending long nights walking and talking, and all of a sudden there's nothing. They just disappear. And your brain does what a normal brain does. It ruminates. Where did I go wrong? What did I say? Was I not interested enough? Did they think I didn't care? Today on Reaction Reset, we're talking about how to move forward after being ghosted. If you're unfamiliar with ghosting, it's when somebody that you're with just disappears. And it happens mostly with online dating. In other words, when I say disappear, they just cut off all communication. You could have been texting all the time, planning dates. You could have been planning to bring them to meet your family. And all of a sudden, everything goes blank. There is no word from them, no communication. You cannot get a hold of them. And so the destructive part of that is there's absolutely no closure. As a psychologist, I will tell you the most important part of any relationship and the way it ends is getting closure. With ghosting, there is none. So you can never really emotionally heal that gap. You have to fill it in for yourself. This makes it very difficult to move into a healthy relationship with someone else. If you've been ghosted, you're not the first person that has been. And I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can help end that relationship with closure and then move forward into a new and healthy relationship. First of all, if you're unsure if you've been ghosted, it's important that you send them one last text or way of communication asking them what happened. Why did they disappear? This is important because we're looking for their response. I mean, they may have honestly been caught up in something. They may have been, not the greatest person to let you know, but at the same time, they may genuinely feel bad about it and want to make it up. If there is a vague answer or no comment at all, you'll know perfectly well where you stand, and that you'll know right away this person's character and lack thereof, and it will help you in moving forward. Secondly, feel the anger and sadness in order to move on. It's very important that you don't deny how you're feeling right now. Talk to a friend, journal about it. You could get a counselor and talk to them about it. In order for you to heal and move forward, you need to get this out of your system and make it known. As you talk about it with other people, you're going to find out that there's lessons learned. One of those lessons you learned is that not everybody is emotionally mature enough to have a relationship. And secondly, not everybody comes from a healthy place when they begin the relationship. Maybe the ghoster fit one of those. Next, remind yourself, it's not about you, it's about them. This person wasn't capable of dealing with a relationship. I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't do anything to cause this. It's about them. The person that disappeared, whatever reason, they weren't able to make the sacrifices they needed to make to have a healthy relationship with you. Personal fears are the main reason that people ghost other people. They're not able to deal with their personal fears or vulnerabilities. And so rather than confront them and work through them with you, they decide to disappear. Fourthly, make a conscious choice to choose happiness over despair at being ghosted. You were a whole person before you ever met this person that ghosted you. So reinvest again into yourself. Maybe you've always wanted to run a marathon or a half marathon or take a trip somewhere. This is a time to put your personal interests in front and let the other person go. Whatever their reasons were, you can't solve them. They weren't about you. They were about them. Finally, let go of having to have the whole story. I mean, in most relationships, there's many things we don't understand, and you're never going to understand fully why the ghoster ghosted you. But know this, that ghoster has a story and it will keep resurfacing, maybe with other people, until they're ready to deal with it. Let go of having to know or having that baggage on any. Let go of having to take on their baggage. It's theirs. Let them deal with it. The problem that I've seen with ghosters in relationships, besides the ones I've mentioned, is they usually come back to haunt you. But they don't come back right away. They wait until your life is really well and you're on a healthy pattern again. Then they come back. I would advise you, don't get manipulated into their story, whatever it is. Rather, be a mentor for emotionally matureness. Be direct with them. Be kind. And just tell them, hey, listen, I moved on and I don't want this anymore. I wish you well. Remember, change your reaction, change your world.